Hello, my name is Ginger Baerg, and this is my Module 1 presentation for my school law class. I am a high school math teacher at Mulvane High School. I've been a high school math teacher since 2005, and I've worked in the Wichita and Mulvane school districts since then. I already have a master's in instructional design and technology, and I have completed 3 courses in the administrative program so far. A little personal information. I've been married since 2002 and I'm the mother to 5 kids. I love the outdoors. In fact, my family and I just returned from a week-long campout where we went to Mount Rushmore and Devil's Tower. After reviewing the resources for this module, I have increased my knowledge about the role of federal, state, and local government in education. When it comes to public school support, I've chosen what I feel like is the most important aspect from each of the levels of government. For local government, I feel that one of the most important parts of support is that about half of all school funding comes from local property taxes. For the state, they intervene to support and improve the lowest performing 5% of schools. And for federal, they enforce protection against discrimination and provide grants and funding, but those are all tied to certain requirements. At the federal level, the Secretary of Education, who is currently Betsy DeVos, is one of the main people in charge. She's on the president's cabinet, and it is a paid position. Some of her responsibilities are to lead the national dialogue over how to improve the education system for all students in the United States. There's also the Department of Education at the federal level, which is under the Secretary of Education. These are also paid positions, and their goals are to create greater access and excellence in our country's education system from preschool through postdoctoral research. At the state level, we have the State Department of Education. So I live in Kansas, so it'd be the Kansas State Department of Education, which are paid positions. Some of their responsibilities and goals are to, 1, establish or adopt educational standards, and also to establish accreditation processes for schools and districts. At the local level, we have our local school board, which these are volunteer positions. They're elected, but not paid. Some of their responsibilities are to establish curricula and hire personnel, and also to ensure that their schools are meeting accreditation requirements. At the local level, we also have our superintendent, which in my district is Dr. Jay Ensley. This is a paid position, and some of his main responsibilities are to coordinate resources to develop a program designed for academic improvement and state accreditation. After doing the research on these resources, I have determined that local government has the most power and control over public education. I've reached this conclusion from specifically these 3 quotes. Because of the 10th Amendment, most education policy is decided at the state and local levels. Also, the federal government is poorly positioned to dictate the details of state and local efforts to improve their schools. And lastly, state governments often choose to delegate much of their authority to local school districts. For these reasons, I believe the local government has the most power and control over public education. When we look at the 3 components, for component 6.1, I believe it is local government that has the most influence in evaluating, developing, and implementing management, communication, technology, school-level governance, and operation systems that support each student's learning needs and promote the mission and vision of the school. I believe this is shown in the application of the federalism system of government in our country and the part local government plays in education. For component 6.2, in my opinion, the federal government has the most influence in evaluating, developing, and advocating for data-informed and equitable resourcing plan that supports school improvement and student development. The Federal Department of Education was established to investigate these educational statistics, and as already mentioned, the federal government enforces protection against discrimination to ensure equitable resources. For component 6.3, I believe the state government has the most influence in reflectively evaluating, communicating about, and implementing laws, rights, policies, and regulations to promote student and adult success and well-being. I believe this because of doing the research from the Center of Public Justice. They state the state has the responsibility to pass laws governing school practices. So how does this all support educational success? In our federalist government, federal, state, and local government all have unique roles in our education system. When each part of the government carries out their roles in this system, it ensures support and accountability of our schools and the student and adults within the education system as well. Here are my references for the research I've done for this presentation. Thank you.